I wasn't invited to my own brother's wedding. Even after paying for it, he said I didn't belong there, but his smug smile vanished when the caterers canceled everything at the last minute and guests were left stunned. My brother Kevin asked me to loan him $30,000 for his wedding. His fiancée Angela wanted this huge event at some fancy vineyard, and he was short on cash. I had the money saved from working 2 jobs for 5 years. I told him I'd help, but he had to pay me back in a year. He promised and even wrote me a check dated for next October. 2 weeks later, he texted asking for my +1's name. I said my girlfriend Riley. He sent back 3 dots, then nothing. A month goes by, and I still hadn't gotten my invitation. Everyone else in the family had theirs. I called Kevin, and he said he'd check with the invitation company. Another week passed. Still nothing. I drove to his apartment. Angela answered, and her face changed when she saw me. She yelled for Kevin, then disappeared. Kevin came to the door in gym shorts, looking annoyed. I asked where my invitation was. He said they had to cut down the guest list because of budget issues. I reminded him I paid for his wedding. He laughed and said that was exactly why I didn't need to come. He kept talking, said Angela's family was traditional, and thought it would look bad if Riley came since we weren't married. Then he said I wouldn't fit in with Angela's crowd anyway, that I didn't belong there. I asked what that meant. He said Angela's family was doctors and lawyers, and I was still working retail driving a 10-year-old car. He said I'd embarrass him. Then he smiled and said I'd understand once I grew up. I left without saying anything. That night I remembered Kevin put everything under my name because my credit score was better. The venue, caterers, photographers, DJ, all under my name. I called the catering company, told them we needed to cancel. The woman said they had a 72-hour policy and we were past that. I'd lose the deposit. I said cancel everything anyway. She tried talking me out of it. Said they'd already ordered food and hired staff. I didn't care. Cancel it. Next, I called the venue. Same thing. The manager said I'd lose my $12,000 deposit. I said fine. He processed the cancellation. The day before the wedding, Kevin called 7 times. I didn't answer. Then Angela called. Then Mom. I told Mom that Kevin said I didn't belong at his wedding, so I figured he didn't need my money either. Kevin showed up at my apartment at 9 that night, banging on the door. He was sweating and red-faced. Started yelling about how caterers and the venue both canceled. He demanded to know what I did. I told him I canceled the services under my name. He said he'd sue me. I said go ahead, but he still owed me $30,000. Angela showed up crying. Said they'd already told everyone about the venue and menu. Kevin was pacing, running his hands through his hair. He turned and said if I reinstated everything, he'd let me come to the wedding. I told him I didn't want to go somewhere I didn't belong. His smug face went straight to panic. He tried apologizing. I closed the door. Next day, Mom called. Said the wedding was a disaster. Kevin rented some community center last minute and ordered pizzas and sandwich platters from the grocery store. Half the guests left early. Angela's parents were furious. The photographer missed the ceremony because he went to the wrong location. Angela's mom asked Kevin why he changed everything, and he had to admit his sister canceled the vendors. Angela's dad asked why I had control over their wedding. Kevin explained, I paid for it all. Angela's whole family found out Kevin didn't have money. Mom said Kevin and Angela fought because he humiliated her in front of everyone. 2 months later, Angela left him, moved back with her parents. Kevin texted 4 days after saying he'd have my money next year. I didn't respond.